Chairman Click, members of the committee, Representative Schofield, thank you for having me. My name is Jim Perdue, Jr. I'm president of the Texas Trial Lawyers Association. I'm here respectfully against the bill. HB1914, I think, is...
You're representing yourself and...
Yes, ma'am. Your Texas Trial Lawyers Association and myself, and I'll speak to myself briefly, but I come to the committee respectfully. I think this is a well-intentioned piece of legislation. Generally, the trial lawyers obviously have concerns about heightened liability standards, and that is what we have voiced to Representative Schofield, again, respectfully. This unit in particular does some of the most amazing work in the state, if not the country. I come to you individually having lost a godson who was in an isolation unit in Cincinnati after a bone marrow transplant. The problems with the bill are this. There is a definition in the code section here for hospital. This creates a definition for children's isolation unit. The definition of children's isolation unit is basically a unit that is to treat children with highly contagious infectious diseases. Obviously, this is one, but there are potentially others that could qualify, and that's the first. The second is the question that Representative Price asked. The enacting language in 5.2, specifically line 15, states simply that if the isolation unit has instituted isolation protocols, then the standard for liability moves to gross negligence. Not Texas Tort Claims Act provision, but to gross. The standard that this unit or any unit would be held to, and one of, I think, the very unique things about the law acknowledges work that a facility like this would do. Its standard of reasonable care is under the same or similar circumstances. And so in treating a child with this type of disease under these circumstances, I can't think of a scenario that under the same or similar circumstances, this facility doing what it does could be negligent. I respectfully suggest that if it is something that is necessary in the law, there needs to be a definition of isolation protocols tied to that highest level that the doctor just referenced, so that the good work that they're doing is at least identified. I understand the difficulty of the science because the science does move and the technology moves, but respectfully, when you move to an immunity level, when the law already provides some protection for a facility like this, that's the nature of our objection to the bill, and I tender that testimony respectfully.
Members, questions?
I have left this podium without taking questions in the past at other hearings. I apologize for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.